Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?
This opening scene from the movie High Fidelity brings up an important issue on the discussion of the effect of pop music on society. Pop music can be defined by its elements of technology, repetition, and variations on other genres. The history of pop music also contributes largely to the way it is perceived today. Pop can be seen as growing alongside rock and roll. Both genres were a reaction to the new importance of the teenager. Everyday emotions and angst gave teenagers an outlet to express their young love and drama of youth rebellion. The use of technology is also important when it comes to pop music. The introduction of the microphone allowed artists to sing more intimately and create a better relationship with their audience. They no longer had to belt and show their musical skill each time they performed. The major debate within this genre is whether the lyrics of songs should be censored. Parents feel that the topics of sex, drugs, and violence are often discussed in pop music and have negative effects on their children. The issue sprouted from Prince's song Darling Nikki, which Tipper Gore, the wife of Senator and future Vice President Al Gore, heard on the radio. Gore and her association came up with the black and white labels and stickers warning parental advisory explicit content.
We were able to get the recording industry to understand a legitimate consumer viewpoint about how you distinguish in the marketplace the great rock and roll, the mainstream rock and roll, from some that contains very explicit references to violence, drugs, sex, degradation of women, thrill killing, suicide, this kind of content.
This fear can be traced back to ancient Greece, where both Aristotle and Plato warned of the dangers of new arts. Many studies have taken place to establish a relationship between the kinds of music people listen to and their thoughts. A study by North and Hargreaves concluded that a correlation is present, but a cause cannot be determined. Like the opening clip said, are people sad because they listen to pop music, or do they listen to pop music because they are sad? While the study by North and Hargreaves mainly talked about the effects of rock music on an individual's mentality, a study by Martin in 1993 talked about how, in addition to adolescent girls, university and community adult members who listened to pop music and easy listening music were linked to less depression. While studies and statistics are important, it is also important to hear about the real-life applications of this issue. How do people really feel about pop music?
How would you say pop music affects your life?
Pop music has affected my life in many ways. Sometimes when I'm sad, I listen to it to cheer me up. Other times, if I'm bored, it gives me something to do and it just puts me in a good mood. Sometimes it gives me someone to relate to when I listen to lyrics written by artists.
How would you say pop music has affected your life?
It's really affected my life.
How would you say pop music has affected your life?
See, I am from the old school. I don't listen to too much of pop music because I don't like it at all.
How would you say pop music has affected your life?
I love pop music. It makes me feel like dancing, so I love it.
Speaking of, dancing is one of the many other effects pop music has on society. It creates trends, it allows people to come together in agreement of a catchy tune, and is a great form of self-expression.
How would you say pop music affects your life?
Pop music has helped me in many different ways. Sometimes